So good morning, and yeah, let's do some work and some exercises, and let's notice the tone change of our body when we do exercise, and this will really help with repairing your body after you've had your baby. But it's not just after you've had your baby. Anybody can actually do these exercises, but the focus is very much on the core abdominal muscles, pelvic floor, your back muscles and your diaphragm. So all these core muscles will be being worked, and it's about noticing the change of the muscle tone, which after your body has just had a huge change in shape and size and everything due to having your baby, it's getting the brain to think, oh yeah, I can feel this, or I can notice this. Because when you've just had your baby, you're just in the flushes of just trying to keep baby warm and fed, and maybe try and do the odd job around the house, and it's just really quite crazy time to even start to think about doing something for yourself. But don't worry, it will all happen and you will get back to being the way you were. So let's have a look at doing this exercise. So it's a squat. It's a normal squat. So with this, if you just have your feet about hip width apart, and I want you to just bend your knees ever so slightly, but I would like you to try sticking your bottom out the back door. And my hands are on my thighs for support, and now just press your feet into the floor as you come up. So it's a little baby squat, and that's all it is. Now we can change the position of the feet and we can take them to wider and narrower, but do be aware, if you have had SPD, symphysis pubis dysfunction, in pregnancy, just be aware that it could still be a bit tender when you take your legs further apart. So you just see how you feel, and if you don't want to do it, then don't. Okay, so just to remind ourselves then, as we're standing, place your hands on your lower abdominals and on your lower back, and just feel and tip and tuck your pelvis so it's forwards and backwards. So as you make those moves forwards and backwards, just notice how your back's feeling, and then come into the middle and feel that your pelvis is upright. So with the pelvis feeling upright, then just take your attention to your feet and how you're standing. So thinking about the 2 points in the heel and the 2 points across the front of the foot. So feel that you're grounded onto the floor. Feel that those points in your foot are on the floor. Nice. That's it. Nice and secure. Your pelvis is in a more of an upright position, and just press down with the feet and then let go. And just press down with the feet and let go. So just by doing that, you may or may not, but you should feel a pelvic floor contraction. So you'll feel the muscles between the pubic bone at the front and the tailbone at the back. You'll feel a contraction. That's it. So just press those feet down. Perfect. And then let's take a couple of breaths. So place your hands on your lower abdominals as you breathe in. And then do your candle breathing as you breathe out. And again. So again, that's just reminding ourselves that our abdominals are working, and just feeling and noticing the muscle tone change. Okay, so your feet are hip width apart. I'd like you to slide your hands down your thighs, and let's just do a little bit of rounding and lengthening. Let's do a little bit of flexing and extending. That's it. So just working through your lower back for me. Just get a bit of movement in there. And then if you can, circle your hips. That's it, circle the hips and then change direction. Okay, so from here then, press your feet down into the floor as you lift your head and shoulders up. So fold forward at the hip, stick your bottom out, press the feet down as you come up. Okay, so I'd like you to take your feet a bit wider. Now, if you have had SPD, you might not want to do this. Stay with your feet together. So feet are wider, toes are facing forward. So again, bend, active knee, and then just fold forwards and down, and then press into the floor as you come up. So I'll just do that to the side then. So my feet are wide, fold forward at the hip, hands are on my thighs, press the feet down as you come back up. So do 2 more of those. So press the feet into the floor as you come up, and then 1 more. Press those feet down. So bring your feet together this time. So again, same thing, same squat, bend the knees, press the feet into the floor. And you'll notice, because you've changed the position of the femur in the hip socket, you get a different feeling here in your pelvic floor. And just noticing if you can feel that muscle tone change. Okay, so let's turn the toes out. So again, this might not be for you, but it might be. If you want to have a go, but do a little baby squat, or you could just push your feet down into the floor. That would work as well. So as you squat down, press the feet into the floor as you come up. So to the side then. As you come down, press the feet into the floor. So all the time trying to keep a nice long, lengthened spine. That's it. So you're going to stick your bottom out behind you, and we'll do 1 more of those. And then we're going to turn the feet in, and this is quite an odd feeling. So it might feel like your legs are just going to collapse in, but see how you go. Again, little bend in the knee, lean forwards, press the feet into the floor. So sideways on here. Again, squatting down and press the feet into the floor as you come up. So you're noticing, you're wanting to take your attention to the pelvic floor area, and notice if you can sense a muscle tone change. So can you sense the tone of your muscles changing? Do they get stronger? Do they contract? What are they doing? Last one. That's it. Well done. And then just come back to standing and just pedal through the feet for me. That's it. And then come up on both toes. This is also very good work for your legs as well, to keep them strong. And last heel lift. And then just come back and do a couple more squats. So hands slide down your thighs, nice long back. Press your feet down into the floor as you come up. And again. So press your feet down into the floor. And one last time. And there we go. Perfect. Perfect. So it's about keeping it small. You don't need a massive range of movement, because when you have just had your baby or postnatally and you're still breastfeeding, you'll have a certain amount of the hormone relaxin in your body still, and that is what makes the joint softer. So it softens the tissue, so the connective tissue and ligaments and muscles and things, so that your pelvis can spread, so that you can then push your baby out. So it's really just being aware that you may still have quite loose limbs and things. So there's no need to go big and deep, just keeping it small, keeping it controlled, and just noticing that muscle tone change will really help to regain control over your body and help get you strong again, to improve your life and the life of your baby and your children. Well done. So thank you very much indeed for joining me this morning.